Hey folks, how's it going today? Today what I want to do is talk a little bit about how to increase and ensure some level of class participation and student engagement. After all, we're used to meeting with our students in the classroom, and so this is a synchronous environment. It's highly rich. We can see them, we can speak with them, we can get and give immediate feedback. It's great. All of that's gone in an online environment. So what I want to talk about today is generally how to be present online. And from this, we can get more into the detail going forward, talk about technologies, talk about methods and processes that we can use. But for right now, I just want to talk at a broad level about being present online. So with that, let me go ahead and quickly share just a quick little slide. One of the things that we're going to talk about ad nauseum over the next few videos is really how to, let me pull this over. I know I look this way, but the thing is that way. It's because my other monitor, right? Okay, so how to be present online. What we really want to do is communicate using a variety of different media. We do not want to just rely on, say, email. We want to use all kinds of different media. We want to use email. We want to use announcements. We want to use video. We want to use text. We want to use all kinds of things. We will be talking about that in more detail in the next few videos. We also want to use channels that really resonate with our students. After all, the channels that you and I kind of grew up with, depending on your age, right, are different than the channels they've grown up with. For example, if you text your student, you're much more likely to get an answer or a reply or a response than if you send them an email, and much more so even than if you put an announcement in Canvas. They're not checking Canvas every 3 minutes. They're checking their text every 3 minutes, though. So if you want to engage, you want to be there. We're going to talk about different technologies and tools you can use to text safely with your students. We also want to use channels that are very rich. Here's the idea. We've given up the richest channel possible by going online. We've given up face-to-face interaction, being face-to-face, one-on-one with a student in a synchronous environment using body language, eye contact, tonality, things on the board, examples and activities. This is as rich as it gets, whereas an email is almost as poor as it gets. Okay, so we want to use rich channels. Now in our previous videos, we talked a little bit about using video and audio. We really want to take advantage of video and audio. We want to take advantage of these rich channels. We also want to use synchronous channels where we can. We're going to talk in more detail about that going forward as well. After all, these channels that we talked about, these tools such as PowerPoint and Captura and Facebook and YouTube and so forth, that's great for lectures, but it can also really help us. Those sorts of tools can really help us in being present online. We'll discuss that. We also want to bring in some sort of social media-esque functionality into our interactions with our students. This means things like pictures and hashtags and memes and things of that nature. Yes, we're going to interact with our students using memes, all right? It may not be a language that we are totally bought into, but trust me, they are, and it can be very effective. So we want to figure out how to do this. Once again, we're talking high level about how to be present online. Expect to hear from me in the next few videos about how we can do these things. And in the meantime, I'd really love some comments from all of you on how you maintain your presence online. A lot of you have already been commenting, and that's fantastic. I'm going to share with you kind of my best practices. I don't know if they're best practices, my practices, but I would love to hear your best practices as well, and I will include them in the next few videos. So let's start thinking about how we can be present online for our students. Regular, day-to-day, not just the occasional email. Okay? We'll talk to you later.